She can't slip. She's gotten this far. Shelled out of her home, residents of the Irpin again fleeing the terror. Every moment a heartbreak. A Ukrainian soldier sending his son away with his wife. Leaving or staying, there's no break to the misery. Overnight, another airstrike in Sumy, 21 killed. Buses carried out some Tuesday, mostly foreign students, but other humanitarian corridors promised dissolved again. In Mariupol, aid couldn't get in. Speaking to the British Parliament, President Zelensky said Russia is laying siege to cities.
They do not allow any food, any water, and people started panicking.
Irene and Dmitry spent a week stuck in their basement near Kharkiv before escaping and finding a room in this shelter. What do the people need in Kharkiv in terms of humanitarian aid, help? Ooh, food, water. There are people hungry. They're cold. Without help, she said, they're doomed to starve in their basements.
Okay, so you're going with us, correct?
We caught up with one of the first convoys of UNHCR humanitarian aid coming over the border from Poland. 7 truckloads, the first wave. Aid has been tough to marshal so far, slowed by roadblocks and broken supply chains and with drivers reluctant to enter a war zone. This delivery, mattresses and blankets, is desperately needed by millions of Ukrainians out of their homes and needing shelter. This is a tire warehouse. Like so many places in Ukraine transformed for the war effort, this place will be soon filled with humanitarian aid coming into Western Ukraine to help those hundreds of thousands of refugees coming here from the fighting further east. Few expected the size of this crisis and how fast it developed, especially Ukrainians. They have to leave the shelter tomorrow. They don't know where they'll go. Only that President Putin and his war are to blame. It's hard to know how long civilians can hold out. The mayor of Mariupol says a 6-year-old died of dehydration. There are plans for a large aid convoy to get into those hard-hit areas. But those green corridors have to stay safe, and Ukraine accuses Russia of shelling some of them. Susan Ormiston, CBC News, Lviv.